fingerprint magnets. Hey, what's up guys, welcome back. Hazen here with another video, and today's video is going to be a lot of fun. We are going to be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy A50. So my friend hit me up and is like, yo Hez, I got this phone, come over, pick it up, go review it. And that's exactly what I did. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I didn't get to unbox this one, so let's just go through what you get in the box real quick. It comes with a 25-watt fast charge power brick, a USB-C cable to power up your phone, a decent pair of earphones from Samsung, a silicone case because this phone is a fingerprint magnet, and the phone itself in all its blue glory. So first off, straight off the bat, is the design to this phone. I like it. It's super slim. You're getting this nice form factor that fits flush in your hand. You're getting this over here is Glastic. Samsung are calling this Glastic because it's a mixture of plastic and glass. I see what you did there. You're getting this nice reflective type of holographic color. Like, you can't really say what color it is because of how light bounces off it. And even if it's made from plastic and all, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels quite premium, you know, feels quite premium to hold and nice grip. So taking a tour of the phone, we can see your volume rocker on the side, your power button, and turning the phone down, you can see your speaker grill, your USB Type-C, your headphone jack, and on this other side is where your SIM card slot is. And something to note is that this phone comes with a micro SD dedicated slot that can go up to 1 terabyte of external storage. That's pretty crazy. I don't know who would want a 1 terabyte SD card in here. Just to show you how that dedicated micro SD slot looks like. Dedicated micro SD slot right there. Now also on build, this phone is not IP rated like some of the mid-rangers we saw last year from Samsung. So it's not a good idea to take it out in the rain or take pictures of it in the pool. So let's move on to that gorgeous screen now. This phone rocks a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED 1080p resolution display. Now, it's a flat display, not like its other brothers in the S10 lineup, the S10 and S10 Plus. Samsung is calling this the Infinity U display, and that's because of the U-shaped notch that houses the selfie camera, and that gives you 84.9% to screen body ratio. And if you find the notch too obtrusive on, say, your media, your videos and everything, you can simply block that out using software, and you get a black bar introduced at the top of your screen. On this phone, you've got a new way of taking screenshots where you just swipe your phone like that and you've taken a screenshot, and that is also, since it's an AMOLED screen, your visual experience when playing games and watching videos is quite enhanced. You also get your always-on display for your notifications and your clock. With the Galaxy A50, you're getting a single bottom-firing speaker. It's not stereo, which I must say can get pretty loud, but then again, at loud volumes, the sound kind of gets distorted. It sounds something like this. Yeah. The phone is also coming with a 3mm headphone jack, so you have an option of using wired earphones on this. And it also comes with digital Dolby Atmos for your enhanced sound experience, which only works with your earphones plugged in. Onto the hardware specs of this phone. The Galaxy A50 comes in a couple of variants, 2 variants to be specific, the 64GB model and the 128GB model, with 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM, and that's backed up by Samsung's Exynos 9610 chip, which kind of falls between the Snapdragon 660 and the Snapdragon 710. Now, this phone also has an in-display optical fingerprint scanner, and basically what that means is that the phone, that fingerprint scanner shines a beam of light onto your finger, gets a 2D image of that, and then unlocks your phone. Now, that fingerprint scanner, I won't quite say it's quite reliable because you have to use a ton, quite significant amount of force on the scanner for it to register your fingerprint. registering the fingerprint in the first place takes quite a long while, and most of the time using that fingerprint scanner in day-to-day life, where you have to unlock your phone multiple times, at times just isn't consistent. Sometimes it's a miss instead of a hit, and yes, it is slower than your traditional fingerprint scanner, so that's a factor to put into consideration when you want to buy it. Okay, I don't think I mind that, because at the end of the day it still gets the job done. It secures your phone. It does a pretty nice job at unlocking your phone. To top that off, you can also unlock your phone using your face with the face unlock feature on here. I've never quite had a lot of faith in that, and I think we should test that out right now. So we're going to try and cheat the face recognition on here. This is Innocent's nice mug over here, and let's try this. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh! It didn't even wait! Oh my god, let's try that again. Oh my god. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Face recognition isn't quite as safe as your fingerprint scanner. Let's just do with that. I don't think anybody can hack that. Now, moving on to software things, and on the Galaxy A50 you're getting pretty much all the current standards of software in 2019. It ships with Android 9 Pie straight out of the box, and Samsung's One UI running on top of Android. And I must say, One UI is just clean and snappy to use. One feature I definitely love about One UI is the customization of the notifications panel. It's been made easy to reach, and your settings app has also been modified in the same way. Speaking of which, handling that 6.4 inch screen one-handed can be problematic at times, especially if you have small hands. And that's why you have the one-handed mode option pre-installed on the phone. Now, a bit more on the software. I can't quite say I liked the amount of bloatware I found on here. There's a lot of pre-installed apps from Samsung. You're getting apps like SmartThings, Game Launcher, Samsung Members, things I don't think the average user will use or interact with on a daily basis. So I think Samsung can also cut down on the bloatware of the devices. And Samsung being Samsung, you're still getting your Bixby assistant. But on this A50, there is no dedicated button for Bixby like on the premium flagship phones. So instead, Bixby is mapped onto your power button. So when you press and hold the power button, it launches Bixby, and you can interact with Bixby. And
I didn't understand that.
Okay, that means to switch off your phone, you'll have to use your notification bar. You just swipe down on your notification bar and you get the option to switch off your phone. Onto navigation, you can opt to either use the gestures, where you swipe your bottom left side on your phone to go back, swipe and hold the bottom right pill to go to your recent apps, or swipe up on the middle pill to go to your home screen. If you swipe and hold that, you'll launch your Google Assistant. You can either choose to use that or go with the more traditional navigation button style that people are more used to. Moving on to the camera on this phone. The Galaxy A50 has 3 cameras at the back. Now, as I said earlier on, one lens is a 25 megapixel 1.7 aperture lens. You're getting an 8 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide lens, a 5 megapixel depth sensor, and you sadly don't get any optical image stabilization on any of the above lenses. Now, the default setting on the rear camera is 12 megapixels, and in daylight shots, I'll say images aren't that eye-grabbing, so the phone tries to compensate for that with digital image processing, where it sharpens the images. Involving HDR in your pictures, however, does make them look a little bit better, with some of the blown out bits being recovered, though again colors seem overexposed. You can change your settings to shoot in 25 megapixels, but then again here you don't quite have the option to shoot with HDR, and shooting with the wide angle lens, I must say, kind of leaves more to be desired, because that angle doesn't quite fit more into the shot as expected or as seen from other mid-range phones on the market right now, but it overall takes some good shots. The 5 megapixel depth sensor does a good job with portrait modes, but then again you find some of that blur spilling onto the subject in focus. And the Galaxy A50 can record up to 1080p at 30 frames per second, which again I'll say they could have done better, because there are other mid-rangers in this same price point like Nokia and Sony that can shoot 4K videos. Now on the selfie camera, you're shooting with 12 megapixels by default, but you can choose to bump that up all the way to 25 megapixels and get some decent shots. And you also don't have a depth sensor at the front to take your portrait shots, so the phone relies more on software to take your portrait shots instead of the actual hardware. And I must say, it does capture those edges nicely. I still have an issue though with those colors on the selfie cam, because I doubt I look this light or brown. Now the wide angle on that selfie camera does leave a lot to be desired. I don't think I can fit like 5 of my friends in such a shot compared to other phones like Sony. Example, this is the wide angle on the Sony and this is the wide angle on the Samsung A50. So that's something to look into before you go get this phone. But overall, it does take some pretty decent shots, and you can't quite expect it to go toe to toe with the cameras found in the other premium flagship phones. So the camera is good. That was the Samsung Galaxy A50 review. Oh my god, the smudge is on here. Massive thanks for watching this video. Massive thanks to Innocent for making this video happen. I link his YouTube channel down in the section below so that you can go and interact with him. I'll also link his socials down below. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Remember to share this link with your friends, and see you in the next one.